Welcome to the number one friendship podcast in the country. I'm Matt Ritter.
I'm Aaron Karo.
Guys, we have some exciting things going on here in the Man of the Year studio. We recorded an audio original for Audible that is all of our greatest hits from the pod, all of our best tips and hacks, but also all of our wisdom from our so many years on this planet, so many years of friendship. It's called the Buddy System, and it is a self-help audio, but self-help doesn't really fully describe it because self-help sometimes people think is overly serious or kind of just so overly polished. It's me and Karo being real with you guys. We're funny, we're irreverent, and we're here to help.
Yeah, it's kind of a funny audio comedic guide to friendship. It's good if you're like trying to make new friends, and also half the book is about just being a good friend and maintaining your friendships, and it also has me and Matt telling stories from the past 39 years.
Yeah, so I know that the term self-help sometimes scares people.
Well, stop saying self-help if it's not self-help. Just don't say it.
Well, it is going to be under the self-help category. But we all need some self-love. How about that? It should be in the self-love category. If you love yourself and you're trying to trying to improve your friendships or just maintenance. I mean, that's the thing. Everybody, even if you feel like your friendships are going well now, everybody's always needs some help in the realm of friendship.
Audible.com/the buddy system. That's audible.com/the buddy system. You could check it out. Even if you're not an Audible member, there'll be some offers for you. And we're very proud of it. We recorded it in a booth. Imagine me and Matt in a booth for 3 days.
Oh, Karo was so mad. I was working on my vocal exercises.
I mean, Matt was doing red leather, yellow leather. He was crying for part of it. I mean, it was very emotional.
The thing that bothered you the most was me phonating into the straw. The straw.
Oh, yeah. What is that again?
That's to warm up your vocal flaps.
But what is it?
I blow bubbles into a low, shallow pool of water.
Oh man, but it's worth it. It's audible.com/the buddy system, a modern man's guide to mastering friendship and leveling up your life. Check it out now, please.
So, Karo, I was thinking about you when coming up with the idea for this episode, not to toot your horn or flatter you too much, because we don't love to do that to each other. But I would consider you both of these things that I want to talk about. I would consider you both a friendship leader and the captain of various friend groups.
Okay. All right.
So I wanted to talk about this idea that every healthy friend group needs this. They need a leader, a captain. They need somebody steering the ship. We could call you a coxswain because you're little at the front of the boat. You're under 140, I believe, the weight limit for the coxswain.
I wish.
Yeah. So I was thinking about you. You're yelling at everybody to row in the right direction. Without the friendship captain or friendship leader, the friendships run amok. They run away. They fall apart. They run by the wayside. Would you agree that you're a friendship captain or a leader? I think I'm a friendship leader, but I'm not sure I'm necessarily a captain. I think those are slightly different.
First of all, how do you pronounce the person at the front of the boat?
Coxswain. Looks like coxswain.
Yeah. Okay.
I only know this because I had a friend who was one.
This was like at undergrad?
Yeah.
I kind of like friendship. Is it coxswain?
Coxswain.
I kind of like friendship coxswain. Just like, I don't know. It's just it feels right. Like you're yelling at people, you're rowing, everyone's fucking,
Would you agree that every friend group needs one?
Yes. I think otherwise it's just chaos. Now I think that role could change. But yes, I think I will accept your compliment. I think I am the captain of a couple of friend groups, and we'll talk about what that means. But it's like sort of being like the head of the family, the matriarch or the patriarch.
It's an obligation. It's a responsibility. Yes. It's a great responsibility. But I wanted to just talk about just the idea that I think there's two different things. I think there's friendship leaders. So I think friendship leaders are people that take responsibility for the activation of the friend group and the momentum of the friend group, and feel a responsibility, and always sort of push the excitement and the activations of what's happening, but they're not necessarily also the organizer of everything. I think the captain is like a leader, but also the person that's really kind of tasked with a lot of it. Whereas I think like a group can have multiple friendship leaders, but only one captain.
Interesting. Multiple friendship leaders. Because I thought you meant friendship leadership sort of like strides all of friendship, which is that like if you matter out and about and you are talking to somebody else, maybe someone that you don't know, that you are modeling good friendship behavior, or you're
Yes, a
giving
leader
advice.
is that as well. That's true.
Right.
Yes, a friendship leader is in all aspects, not just within that friend group.
Right. Because you're saying is that someone in the friend group to say, hey, it's Matt's birthday, but hey, Jim, you have to plan it. Like you're the
Right.
leader, but not the
Right.
captain.
But also like what you're saying, a friendship leader is somebody who's thinking about, connection and building and, all of those things. Somebody
Right.
who's friend forward. But the
Like,
captain is a little bit more like, it's like the organizer, not just the organizer,
right. Like to me, you exhibit a lot of leadership because like when someone moves to town, you're like, give them my number.
Right. Yes. And that's friendship leadership. But I think captain is like,
Yeah.
you're expected to solve the squabbles and like,
Yes. Yes. Right.
there's
Right.
a lot of tasks.
So
It's not just planning trips.
right. The captain has got to engage in conflict resolution.
Yeah.
I would say the captain moderates entry, ingress and egress of the group.
Yeah. Yeah.
The captain also remembers important dates and birthdays, and the captain communicates. The only compliment you gave me before this is that I communicate. We talk about in the audio original, the buddy system, be the herald, which is if you
Yes.
find out information about somebody that's good or bad, but mostly good, tell everybody else.
Yes. And I think, both being a friendship leader and a captain, you should take on the responsibility. If this is the first time you're thinking about this term and you are listening and you're going, yeah, I think I am a friendship captain. I think I am a friendship leader. You tell me if you agree with this. You should be responsible for the direction and style of what you want this group to be. It's aspirational too, because friend groups, as we know, like it gets harder after your 20s and your 30s to even be an entity known as a friend group, to
Right.
even exist outside or even in a group chat. I just revived my law school friend group chat after 20 years, and we're trying to do things, and I'm taking responsibility for that. Like I'm going to be in Florida, so I was trying to get everybody to like put that on the calendar, put that in their in their idea box, run that by their significant others.
I'm sorry, I'm just really just hung up on this coxswain thing.
Yeah.
What does the coxswain do?
Well, what's funny? The coxswain isn't even facing forward.
Yeah, they're facing the other people.
I know, but don't you think there's something fascinating about that? That they are in charge and they're not even facing the water?
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're facing the people they're in charge of.
Yeah.
It says they sit in the bow or the stern, depending on the type of boat, while verbally and physically controlling the boat's steering speed, timing, and fluidity.
Yeah.
So physically, so they also do physical stuff.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, do they kind of shimmy if the
I don't
boat
know.
gets
Maybe they shimmy. Yeah.
it's a little. The boat gets a little heavy in one direction. They put their 110-pound. What's the limit?
I don't know. I think you might have made that up.
No, there is. There is.
By the way,
Coxswain
there are coxswains that sit in the back and face the direction they're going.
coxswain weight limit 125.
Damn,
A
that's
minimum.
real small.
Wait, minimum. Meet a minimum.
Oh, minimum.
Oh, because they used to be too light. They were stealing.
Right. You could just put a child in there.
Right. I just pictured like a 4-year-old coxswain just yelling.
Well, wait a minute. Are we missing a joke here? What about that viral thing from a couple months ago about was it in Indonesia where the guys on the front, the little kids in the front, like dancing? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I didn't see this.
You must have been in Europe. It was like, I don't know, went like uber viral. Like the guy was standing at the front of the boat. It was like a kid.
Oh,
I don't know. So they had too small front of boat. Okay. Is it during an Indonesian festival? Yeah, they're doing the whole dance.
Have to look that one up.
Anyway, I think that do you think one strives to become the captain? It just happens automatically. Are you named the captain? Should you have a ceremony? Is it like Derek Jeter?
Well, I like the idea of ritualizing it.
Ooh.
So that's what I wanted to bring up to you on the pod. Like, man, how cool would it be to have the little C?
Yeah.
Like that little C on, because a lot of we have our merch, right? But a lot of friend groups have like we always advocate for matching shirts, outfits. Like my wife and her friends have matching leather jackets, like the Pink Ladies. Like it would be pretty sick if Jess was rocking a little C on it, and people were like, what is that? And she was like, what do you mean, what is it? I'm the captain of my friend group.
First of all, you can watch this episode on YouTube. Matt is wearing our merch. It says "We Should Be Friends." We have a line of merch which you can get at manoftheyearpodcast.com. I thought, first of all, just to back up, when we talk about rituals, we're talking about traditions that you have with your friends that are reoccurring, and we talk about in the audio original, the buddy system, ritualizing the rituals. So giving your rituals names and making t-shirts, and we have Man of the Year, which is our annual dinner. But I love the captain thing, Matt. I was thinking you were going to do armband like in soccer.
So I know nothing about soccer. I didn't even know that the captain wears an armband.
Yeah, so the captain wears an armband. If that captain gets kicked off or whatever, he takes the armband off.
What color is the armband?
It's like it's like black and white because it doesn't clash with anybody's uniform.
Did not know that.
Because I feel like the next time we go on like a group trip, like a bachelor party, someone should be the captain each night.
I like it.
Yeah. I actually have one. I think I may have one from, I don't know, high school. I still have it. I like many, many years ago, I think I was like a soccer player for Halloween or something. And I put the old armband back on.
Now, let me ask you this, though, because I said you were kind of the leader of multiple groups. I think it would maybe be a little weird if you had the captain, if you were officially anointed captain of multiple friend groups.
Well, let's say that I think our primary 4-person friend group, the White Collar Boys, I don't think I'm the captain of that.
Is Londi the captain of her?
I think it's Fireball Adam, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, he's definitely got the mojo and the plan making and most of the good activities.
Connections, yeah.
Most of the good activities come from him.
Yeah. That's interesting. You know what?
But like Rose plans all the Luger's dinners.
Yeah.
It's like he's been doing the video and the montage and the invites, and that's like the cornerstone of our thing,
I love how you were so we used to do montages for a Man of the Year dinner. He hasn't done that in about 7 years. You know what? I'm actually not the captain of many of my groups. I think I'm just in a lot of groups. Okay. And I demonstrate leadership.
But do you think there's a clear captain in a lot of them or not? And if not, do you think we should start making that a thing, is what I'm saying?
I would say that some of them it's pretty clear and some of them it's a little amorphous, and the ones where it's pretty clear benefit.
Yeah. The ones where there's a clarity of structure, of some sort of who's in charge of this thing.
Because also we coined the term planners and fanners. I'm a planner and Matt's just fanning himself, asking for a Venmo request. And if you have planners and fanners in a group, I mean, the fanners need the planner.
Right. Well, we had a sitch where somebody was undermining somebody I know in a bachelorette party planning.
Okay.
And it was like, what are you doing? This person's clearly the captain. Why are you undermining?
Right. When there's a best man or a bridesmaid, you're basically the captain of the wedding.
Yep.
Except when I'm the officiant, and then I rise above.
Oh, that's the highest plane. But you're
Yeah.
not in the group then. Then you're not even in the group then. Efficient really isn't in the, you're like in a separate category.
I think I like that. I'm sort of above. I'm like, yeah, I like its own. I'm a co-equal branch.
Yeah. I'm saying you're like the coach. You're not even in the, you're like in management. You know what I mean? You're not
Yeah.
even you're not even a
Yeah.
player.
Yeah. That's like when you're friends with somebody and they get promoted. I don't know. When your brief stint as a lawyer, I guess it doesn't really work that way in law firms. Like, do you have a friend get promoted above you? No.
Well, they could get promoted to partner before you. That's what happens. Some people don't always get promoted at the same time. Then
Right. But you weren't there long enough for any of that. I mean, I don't think that's a controversial statement.
No, yeah, definitely not. Should we take a listener question?
We'll be right back. Okay, guys, this is asking for a friend. If you have a friendship question or ethical dilemma, send it to us on Instagram. Our handle is Man of the Year Podcast, and we will answer it on the show. Matt, take it away.
This is a tough one. Hi, you two. I recently started listening to the pod and love it. I'm dying to have a group of guy friends. I'm very social, have plenty of individual friends. At this age, we're scattered around the country. My two closest male friends are part of another tight group of guys we all went to college with. They take annual trips together, have a group chat, do fantasy football, all the dude stuff. How do I crack my way into this group? I joined this group a few years ago for a bachelor party weekend. I meshed well. I think I made a great impression and I had a ton of fun. I had hoped after that I might start getting invites to future boys' weekends, but didn't. Am I hoping for something unattainable? Am I too old to find a group of guys to belong to? I would love to be one of the boys. Thank you for your thoughts. First of all, thank you for sharing. That was extremely vulnerable and extremely relatable. Do you have any idea how many guys message us with some version of this? A lot.
Yeah. And I just want to point out to everybody listening, we also have a full episode about friend groups, episode 140. Matt, I messaged a little bit with the question asker on Instagram because I wanted to, give them advice sooner. Can you guess what my first piece of advice was?
Positive or negative?
Positive.
I mean, that we've built new groups. I don't know what.
We'll be the friend.
Yeah. But in what way? I want to expand on that.
So this friend group exists, and
Yeah.
that's great. If you were this friend group, why are they going to add a new person to their friend group?
Right.
Think of it from their point of view.
Right.
So
Right.
what are you bringing to the table that would make them want to bring you in?
Right. Yes. It's a good way to think about it. Here's my immediate, I always am like, oh man, let's be real with our listeners. Okay.
Okay.
Not every long-term friend crew is open to expansion. Sometimes a group has their thing, their fantasy, their annual trip, and you might not get invited just because you got invited to a bachelor party. Bachelor parties are kind of one-offs. That doesn't mean they don't like you or don't value you, right? So let's not assign something to that. It just means that corner of their friendship zone might already be established, right? So it may be a situation where it's like, where can you slot in, right? And so to me, I think about our friend groups, right? Like nobody's breaking into the Luger's crew, but you and I now have a whole new West Coast crew that's its own thing. You know what I mean? He already is friends with two of these guys. So it may or may not happen. We can talk about how to get into that if we were to say, hey, we really want you to get in there. But you can be in these kind of concentric circles and build off of that, right? You have two friends in that group that you're already close with. You can build your own thing right there. That's a 3-person crew that's you're clearly close with and you like. You don't have to be in their 9-person thing. You could be in your 3-person thing or potentially bring a person into that. Boom, you have a 4-person crew.
So what you're saying actually is be the captain of a new crew.
Yeah, I'm just saying if, look, we can talk about the different approaches, right? There's a middle ground. There's there's the realist and then there's the optimist. The optimist in me says friend groups expand all the time. They weren't all built in the same year. Neither was ours. Neither were any of ours, actually. Karo, if you think about it, none of our existing friend groups were all built where everybody made friends at the exact same time.
Of
That's
course
not
not.
how I'm saying that's not how friend crews get built. So let's
Yeah.
just think, hey, rationally taking your emotion out of it, like of course you can break into friend crews at different times. But sometimes when they're established for 10 years and you're trying to break in, you're trying to do something that's maybe not realistic and kind of like hard on you for no reason.
The only reason why I thought maybe he could possibly do it is I think he went to college with the other guys. We said a group of guys we
Yes,
all went to college with.
right, right. So here's my take on that because I
Yeah.
do think there's a way to do it, but the way to do it is one by one. So
Okay.
you're already locked in with two of the guys,
Yeah.
but clearly the other six or however many, I don't know if I don't know if it's said,
No, I didn't say.
right. I mean, clearly they don't consider it, something that you should be invited to.
Yeah.
And so I think you got to ask yourself, like, is there some work to be done on friendship building so that it would be an obvious thing to invite you? Because I think when I'm thinking back on our own friendships, like you and I, when like, we've had convos like this of like, should we invite X person to Vegas with us or on a trip or to a game or something where we have an established crew? And when the answer is yes, it's like, not just because we love that person and we dig that person, but the other piece of that is, oh yeah, it would make sense. It's not weird for the other people to they'll want him there. Of course they'll want him there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think what's it called? Dividing and conquering is pretty good. Like the next time you're with everybody, try to spend some time outside your two existing buddies with the other people. Charm offensive would be a way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I
Um,
like what you said too, like deliver value.
well, because there's one thing that just jumped out from the question. I don't want to harp too much. He said, I had hoped that after we went away together, I'd start getting invites to future boys' weekends, but I didn't. It's
I
just
see where
very
you're going.
passive. What?
No, go ahead. I know where you're going.
Yeah, it's just very passive. Like you should be inviting them.
Exactly. I had hoped. Anytime anybody said
Right.
I'd hope to be invited on
Right.
our pod, you're
Right.
immediately going to get, well, I hoped you would listen to us and invite them somewhere.
Right. Right. Right.
I would hoped that after listening to this, you would then take initiative and go, okay, you know what? I have actually an extra ticket to a game. I'm going to invite one of those other guys in that crew,
Yeah.
something they're into.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to make a plan. I'm doing this cool bowling night
Yeah.
and I'm going to start, or I'm hosting poker night at my house.
Yeah. I mean, you're already buddies with two of them, so you could just say to the two guys, "Hey, I want to do X. Let's get the whole crew together."
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because we've had emails from people who are just trying to break into a crew on their own. This guy's way
Yeah.
ahead of the curve.
I agree. Look, I agree. It could be doable. Like I don't know all the facts to say that
Yeah.
it isn't because I always like to give a reality check. Like, hey,
Yeah.
existing long term crews, but it does feel like some of the elements there are set up for this person to break into the crew.
Say that last sentence again.
I think a lot of the elements are there for this person to
yes.
break into the crew.
Right.
But I think what you're talking about, provide value, like suggest a low key hang, something, a draft party, a after work thing, before we get into like how come I'm not invited to the annual retreat of this
Yeah.
friend crew,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
start smaller, right? That's the end game. There's a
Mhm.
lot of steps before that we could build to getting that invite. Let's work backwards.
Okay. Let me pitch something else to you. He said, I joined this group a few years ago for a bachelor party weekend, meshed well. I think it made a great impression. I had a ton of fun. And then he says, I hope they got an invite. How the hell does this crew know that this guy even wants to hang out with them again?
It's true. It's a very good point. He was a guy that they're not in a crew with
Right.
and got invited. I assume it's probably the bachelor party of one of those two guys.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way they're going, hey, what's that guy up to? That not because of malice, because why would
People
they?
aren't thinking about you. Yeah, they're not with you.
Maybe they wanted you in the friend group and
Yeah.
all you have to do is ask.
Yeah. Yeah, I would highly suggest doing what Karo said, which is like think of something to invite them to. Your birthday party, whatever. But
Yeah.
again, and then second phase is like divide and conquer. Get closer with one or two other people in that crew. So it would feel natural when it comes up to invite you.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's good advice, and it also doesn't have to be crazy. You don't have to plan a weekend away. And
Yeah.
I wonder if this guy even has the digits of anybody besides the two.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you have to invest in those other guys.
Yeah.
Just because you
Yeah.
think it's cool, like, oh, they seem awesome, they're great, we had a great time at a bachelor party, like, that's not real also. Every bachelor party is super fun.
Ooh, that's not a bad point.
I'm best friends with everybody at every bachelor party I've ever been to, Karo. You too, right?
Shit. I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course you had a blast.
I mean, I've never left a bachelor party and not like been like, yeah, that guy's work friend was amazing. Oh my God, his doctor friends were so cool.
Oh man. It is nice. And we have an episode on 24-hour friends of like going to a wedding, like finding someone you
Yeah.
really jive with and then never seeing them again.
Yeah.
Like the one night stand of friendships.
Yep. And I just actually I went to Temple and I saw some of the Penn guys that you guys know. I couldn't remember half their names, but I have great feelings about them.
Well, because the last time you're with them, you're shooting paintball up a stripper's butt or something like that.
That's the point. That's the point.
Yeah.
It's like, of course you love these guys because you were at a
Yeah.
bachelor party with them. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
He goes, it's so weird. We went to this bachelor party and we had a great time. So strange. I really connected with him. We were on tons
Did they
of
not
walks.
have a good time at the bachelor party? Like, I'm sure they came home and they were like, that guy was great. Their friend from college. Super cool, man. And they might have even said, oh, I wonder why we don't hang out with that guy.
Yeah.
They might
By the
have
way,
even said that.
yeah. By the way, not their friend from college. They all went to the same college
Right.
together.
Yeah.
I feel like we sort of making fun of him a little bit. I want to make sure.
No, but the point is, listen, we
kidding.
really appreciate the question. It's a question
Yeah.
we get all the time, but we want you guys to take the proactive steps that we're talking about, but also just realize it may not happen and you can build an offshoot crew.
Yeah, I do like that, just to wrap up, Matt, the concentric crew of you, the two guys, and one or two other dudes.
Yeah. Right, because this is that crew, or just you want to do fun stuff with a crew? Because it sounds like he's like, hey, am I too old to find a group of guys to belong to? You already have two of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess would be those two guys are always busy doing stuff with the mothership.
Right. No, I get that. Listen, I get that. I do. And as I said, if we can do it, let's go try and do it. Let's go try and do it. Let's go try it. Let's try it.
All right. Let us know what happens with this friend crew. We're actually very eager to know. That was asking for a friend. If you guys have a friendship question, send it to us on Instagram. Okay, Matt. Before we go, I just want to remind people again, it's audible.com/thebuddy-system. It's audible.com/thebuddy-system is our new audio original, and everything else we talked about you can find on metayearpodcast.com. Any final captain or leadership thoughts?
No, but I want to say it would mean a lot to us if you all download the Audible. And if you are already an Audible member, you just click, it's a credit, it's a credit thing. And if you're not, you get just listen to it and you sign up. It's not like a big monetary thing, but it's a good value. And if we've brought any joy or laughter or value or anything positive to you in these past 3 years that we've been grinding away here, preaching the gospel of friendship, download it.
Ask yourself, what have you done for Matt and Karo?
Listen, we love you guys. We love this community we've built, but it's been building towards these things that, we want to share with the world.
We don't ask you for shit. Just download.
We haven't asked for jack squat, and now we are.
That's audible.com/thebuddy-system. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Always remember, be good to yourself, be good to your friends. Love you, buddy.
Love you, buddy.